There he is.
There he fucking is. What took you so long, dude?
My
What the
PC was
fuck?
spazzing out. My bad.
No, you're bad too, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Beside you.
All right, my bad. My bad.
Fingers out of your butthole? Is that what I heard?
Oh, he's offender.
Yeah. I got a TB. I'm gonna go kill him.
Just slash kill him.
I can't. This is not Minecraft. This is in
Oh.
fact.
Just drop an airstrike on him. I'll give you his address.
I'll drop an airstrike on you. Go.
Are we starting?
Alright, I gotta turn you up. I don't know why you're so fucking.
No, Henry's been really freaking quiet lately. I don't know
Oh
why.
my god.
That is true.
Why was that? Okay, let's just start. Hold on. Something was very wrong.
Is it still wrong?
No, it's just that something I downloaded was freaking 20 million.
Can you stop
megabytes.
downloading the fucking sex games then? Maybe that would
I was trying
maybe,
to pirate
just maybe.
The Last of Us.
Yeah, and he had 1 gig of storage or something.
I had 55. Jesus.
This fucking dude.
Oh, my bad. Excuse me.
Alright, anyway,
Why did I get a Fortnite trailer from 10 years ago?
alright. What's our first entry? Or
What's going on?
Yeah.
We need to. I want to know what made you think, or why you grieved. I want to. That's the first thing I want to know is genuinely what was that for?
Is that Dr. Pepper?
Oh, Pepsi.
Oh, sorry.
You want to know the reason why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess just because, I wanted to, convey a message. I knew you were going to bring it back right away. I wasn't doing it to make you lose progress. And you can get it back just basically right away. I just was mad with, the constant, updates. And you kind of just, treating everyone like guinea pigs. And your excuse is that you pay for the server. And I don't know, it's just during that meeting, that was kind of the final thing. It was that one meeting where I forgot what you would call it, but I thought that would be my final chance to actually kind of ask to make a change of the server. And the number one thing I didn't like was to keep inventory, and when I made a logical statement, I was like, can you do a vote amongst the people? Then you just said, no, you're demanding stuff, and I don't like that.
It did sound like a demand. You can ask anyone in the meeting. 100% did sound like a demand. And valid. From our point of view, I get, yes, you're trying to help the server, but we did tell you, and I know I told you specifically from day one that this season was a test season, and you knew that. But yet you're still bringing that back up, so you can't use that as a valid point, as I told you face to face before the season even started, that it was a test one in VC, and you've known that since the start.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
you've known that.
It was a test season, so we needed to make sure so there was a lot of updates, but the thing is, like he just said, it was a test season, and there's a lot of plugins that do not work together. There was more plugins that have broke after you left, so.
And they're all fixed and working. Everything's
good now.
So economy plugins flush. Spawners aren't easy to get. They're retardedly expensive. And yes, that's done on purpose. Keep inventory will be on because swords are finally bounded. Swords are going to
on or off.
Keep inventory will be off.
You said
okay, the main thing, the nations plugin. So are you able to grief other people's nations?
No.
Nope.
Then, wait, and when's season 2 coming out? Tomorrow?
Probably or Monday, because we have to do promoting and just getting everything ready in server.
Okay.
Because each nation will only start with one chunk as their claim, and you guys have to claim it this time by yourselves. Your king has to claim your land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's all what I was hoping to see while I was still playing. I was under the impression that was not going to happen. It felt like Now, I'm sure you can ask
I
other
did
people this. Mm-hmm.
Well, let him finish speaking real quick. What were you saying, Valid?
It just felt like nothing was really happening. You were constantly saying you're working on stuff, but I just didn't really see it. But now that you're saying that, and if what you're saying is true, then
I can promise you it. I can 100%
My
promise
headset
that it's
through.
true. I will vouch that it is 100% working because I was helping him work on it. It is 110% working now, especially the anti-griefing thing. You won't be able to be griefed anymore. The spawners now, there's a slash shop where you can buy the spawners, and they're not everybody's gonna have like 150,000 spawners because I think we're gonna. Do you want to turn off or did you turn off the silking so people can't silk them?
No, we're keeping that.
Okay, so never mind. People are gonna still be able to silk spawners, but they're gonna be really expensive to like. If people go out and want to buy them, it's going to not be very cheap for them to do so.
how
Do
do
you
you get
understand why I
money?
was by
What?
selling other items? Do you understand why I was getting frustrated with you in the meeting? At all? I'm just curious.
If I had to make a guess, it was everyone was being very short and concise, but I was
No,
like,
No. That's not even it. You really don't know. You went on to tell the server that throughout all the time there's been no progress made, that we haven't been doing anything, yada yada yada, that we're ignoring the players. Do you still honestly think that?
actually, no, because the fact that you're having this trial at all proves that you do actually care.
Like we want you to
Like-
play Valid, but the thing is, the griefing thing is really.
No, that's not even my thing. I can forget about that. It's just the underlying factor for me is the fact that you were trying to tell everyone that I haven't done shit when I've honestly put more hours than I'm happy to admit into the server. Like, it's honestly retarded. I for my health for one, and for my well-being. I come home from 9 hours
Yeah.
of work, and then I work on the server for 4 hours afterwards. And by that time, it's like 11:30, and I have to get up the next day at 6 a.m.
I will.
The thing is, I said you're not doing, like, I never said you're not working enough time. I said you're not doing enough stuff in general. Actually, no, I didn't even say that. I was saying it felt like you were just kind of like lying to yourself about how much you were doing. But now that you said and Yoru confirmed that it's like all done, then I don't think that at all anymore.
Yeah, that's what really pissed me off. Was it seemed like you were trying to convince everyone that I haven't done shit.
No,
for the
I wasn't
server
really
the
trying to
past 2
convince
days.
anybody else. The only thing I was trying to convince everyone else is that if you continue to request new plugins, then just more stuff is gonna break, and I stand by that. Even after all this, I stand by that. I think
understand why you say that, but at
But
the
we
same
have everything at a
time,
stable point where nothing's conflicting. If we had
Now
something new,
everything's
it shouldn't
stable.
conflict. Everything's
Okay.
set in stone right now. It shouldn't conflict with other plugins. That
I'm
was the whole
saying
idea.
like this current season, I know that like the server's closed until, but like adding new stuff tended to break other stuff, and then the thing that was added tended to also not be 100% working. So I
That's
just
why it
hope
was a
that
test
you
season.
don't. Right. So I understand that. I hope that you don't do that in like the real season 1.
No, that's why we had a meeting right before the end of it, so that we can get everyone's opinions on what we should add for the next season. That way, if it was a very overall negative feeling, say for the Fantasy Origins, we're not going to add that, because if it's a big negative thing, then why would we add it? That's why we brought it up in the meeting, because if you guys genuinely wanted something that we brought up, that we can make it happen for the time so it's 100% working for next season. That's why we gave ourselves multiple days.
Right. And
Like,
like,
we're not just sitting here jerking our dicks saying we're gonna do shit, not doing it. Like,
yeah.
sometimes I
Who
jerk my dick
is
while doing
everyone
shit.
working? Oh, real. But who's everyone working on like the server in terms of plugins and stuff?
I don't know how much Dom has worked on plugins, to be honest. He's never been in call while doing it, but I think
I work on it when you go to bed because it's so hard to.
yeah, me, Yoru, and Cisco.
Okay.
It's hard
Also,
for me to concentrate when I'm in call, so I do it when everybody goes to bed. That's why usually I'm on very late at night, is because I'll be sitting there working on plugins, trying to fix like that home plugin. And then the spawner plugin is the one
Right.
I've ended up fixing. That's why I was on late that night. And then remember when we were doing the giant mob fight, I was actually working on fixing another plugin while we were doing that like mob fight near Coliseum.
yeah.
Tom, where's your
Another
guys'
thing,
base, by the way?
We don't have one yet.
Proteus.
What's your name in game again?
Booze.
Just calling an invite.
Alright, anyways, continue, Alex.
Sorry.
another thing that I like stand by is that the majority, from now on, the majority of additions to the server or changes to the server should not be plugins. It should be just ideas, like changes in like war and changes in like when stuff is gonna happen. For example, if you're having 12 nations, then I think it should be much easier to literally get rid of nations. I think like by the end of season 1, there should only be at most 4 nations remaining. It'd be cool to see just some of them kind of die off and the strongest ones stay and people like leave others and join them. Because at first, I was thinking the idea of 12 nations is stupid. I was thinking, if you want that, you're going to need 3 times as many as people. But then I was like actually thinking about it before this, actually. I was like, 12 nations is more like accurate because then there's going to be some clearly stronger and some clearly weaker. But it doesn't really mean anything if those weaker ones don't die off. So I think, like, are you going to have some way to, like, literally it goes from 12 nations to 11 to 10 and maybe back up to 11, like one, like, someone makes a new one or something? I don't know. Is that going to happen?
That's something that we're still kind of working on, is how to get rid of a nation, but we're thinking that if you say Enderium and Solus went to war again, and Enderium won, it would push all their borders in by a chunk. So that if they had a 5x5 chunk border, because borders are expensive to start off, I will say that. So it's not like everyone's gonna have a shit ton of land right away. But if you like go to war 2 weekends back to back, there's a possibility that you just wipe out an entire nation by just chunk bordering them. And then if you completely wipe the nation, they're just absorbed into yours.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I also make plugins, like, if there's anything you want that, if like Cisco isn't doing something, I can make it. Like Henry, you can vouch for this. I make plugins all the time. They're only like joke plugins, but custom items, custom blocks, custom like effects, like for something.
We're gonna be using executable items for custom items. It's pretty easy to make.
There's a plugin called like I forgot exactly what it's called. It's called like something that starts with a K. It's like a name that starts with a K and then like custom items. And it's a plugin. When you install the plugin itself, it does nothing. But then I have an editor on my installed to my PC where I can create custom items, and then you just type it into a command.
Yeah, that's
into the
exactly
server.
what executable items do as well.
Oh, okay. So you're all good on that then.
Yeah. No, but thinking about items, like we're gonna have an event item called an EXP tome, where it's a different type of totem. We'll change the texture to a different color, but when you right click it, you get a little bit of XP to mend your armor or something like that.
Oh, that's
That
cool.
you can win for an event. Just something small like that. Or like the strength gem, if you have it in your offhand, it'll give you like perma strength 2 when you're holding it.
So Valid, did you understand? I hope that you understood the whole why all the admins are on the same team thing too. I don't know if you understood why at the end of the meeting, but like if that didn't make any sense to you, just ask if that didn't make any sense.
I don't remember what was said at the end of the meeting, but I wasn't at the end of the meeting because I got kicked out, but
Eviction notice slapped on your forehead. And by the way, I did not mean to kick you. I meant to kick you from call. So that was my bad. I will admit
I just took a
that.
server muted me.
Just do fuck. No, I'm kidding.
There was 2 options to kick right beside each other, and it
It's
just
actually
both
Meme
said
Co that
kick.
kicked you.
Yeah, no, that was
So
me.
I just clicked the first one, and it just booted you from the server, and I didn't
Yeah,
even
you just-
realize.
It's not
Red
even true.
text
It
and
was
clicked it.
literally Meme Co that booted him, dude.
No, I
It was-
stapled an eviction notice to his forehead.
You nailed it in.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
Why
is Lana Roach playing on our server, by the way?
Why is
I don't
Valid
know.
skin in the one of the Hypixel freaking game mode selectors? What the fuck?
Somebody
What the fuck?
But about everyone on the same team, all I know of why that is because you're all friends in real life, and Kira's paying for the server, so he doesn't really care, and he knows like he trusts everyone enough to not like do anything stupid.
Exactly.
He sort of
However,
trusted me.
have you asked people if they want to be on another team?
Yeah, I've told him.
I mean, look at my brother. He left to Enderium.
Exactly.
Is he a mod or an admin?
He was for a little bit.
Wait,
Then
who?
he moved, so you took him off admin?
No, I took him
before
off
that.
admin because he was abusing a little
Who?
bit.
Who was it?
Kino.
Who?
No, Kira.
Oh.
You're reigning the server.
Well, I just mean, like, so what? There's now 4 admins. There's 4 players on the server with admin permissions.
There
Yep.
is.
And
This one-
did
no,
you
there's
ask?
5 actually, because Cisco.
Oh,
Cisco
okay.
won't be on our team though. I know that for sure. He said he wants to play in a different nation.
I think you should ask all of your admin friends if they want to be on separate teams. Like, don't say go on a separate team. Like,
I have.
Okay,
You can ask-
and
you
they all
can ask
they all said no. I want to be on the same team as you.
Yes.
I'd like to stay on Solus. I had fun playing on Solus. Not gonna lie. So I would like to stay on Solus. I know Corbin. I believe Corbin wants to stay on Solus. I'm not 100% sure
Corbin,
about that.
no doubt about it. I know Corbin really well. Wherever me and you go, Corbin will go. 100%.
And then I'm thinking about inviting my other
Worldwide is
friend.
just.
I don't know about
Jay is
Worldwide.
not getting mod.
No,
I'm
not
sorry.
Jay. Not Jay. Jay doesn't have. Jay doesn't have PS Plus, so he can't even play on the server.
Can you turn around for a second? God damn, you're fast
Also-
as fuck, black boy.
I'm gonna die.
If you're gonna do a
after
poll of anything, it should be a poll of what time and like day and stuff like that the server is released. Like for me, I'd rather the server comes out on Friday than Monday. I know it's like later, but Monday is a really weird time to start because no one's gonna be super active, and then that'll just kind of make people say like, "Hey, no one's on the server, so I'm gonna quit."
I do understand your point there.
Oh, that was
That
embarrassing.
is fair enough.
Yeah,
We're thinking
so
about probably Sunday, and then having a full
as in tomorrow,
5 days before war. Yeah.
that
just
would be best in my opinion, but I don't
But we
truly
just need
believe
to
in
do
my heart you're gonna
promoting.
be finished by Sunday.
That promoting is a thing. That is a
That
problem.
promoting's really the only thing that we're doing. We're waiting on Cisco to balance the swords. That's it. He said that it'll be done tonight. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
I'll help you with promoting. I'm not really doing anything.
Yeah, we just need to promote. I'm on my timer for the Minecraft Discord, so. Did you just get DB'd? Or did you DB
No, I'm trying to fucking kill a bear, but I'm gonna freeze to death, dude.
Me too.
Also, the
Do you have a
the
guideline?
war is going to be the
19
same.
Yeah, I'm making. What's up?
What the?
The war is going to work the
guidelines-
same.
I will read you the new guidelines that I did today.
You can copy and paste them to me if you want.
No. There's a lot here, so I gotta read it. War rules.
Okay.
1 hour duration. Attackers win if they kill all enemy players 5 times, or keep all enemies out of the capital for 5 minutes. Defenders if they win. Push all enemies outside of the capital for 5 minutes, or kill all enemy players 5 times. PvP rules. No elytra in combat. Max of 6 totems, no crystal, no respawn anchor, no TNT minecarts, no PvP in a nation unless war. PvP outside of a nation 100% of the time is on. 1 mace per nation. Done. That's it.
Okay, wait, hold on. Can you read the like 100% of the time thing again? Like that whole segment. What was that about?
Oh shit. My fucking
Well,
Discord.
what was that again, sorry?
How does like the PvP work? You said like outside of the nation, inside of the nation. What are the rules on that?
So, no PvP in a nation unless it's war. PvP
Wait,
outside
okay.
of nations is 100% on. Any
So
given
you
time.
can no longer jump anyone.
In a
outside of
nation,
war.
no. So
Okay.
say me
Nation-
and you were hanging out in my nation, we're just not supposed to fight. If you want to fuck around and fight, yeah. But no just deliberately jumping people in their nation. But if you're outside of a nation, then yeah, 100% you can jump people. Like if we were in no man's land and me and you ran into each other, you best know I'm throwing hands with you.
Okay,
And I'm taking
and
your
then
shit.
what else was I gonna? Oh yeah, so the 5 minutes thing during war. If you're at 4 minutes and 50 seconds and I pop in for a second but instantly walk out, do you get reset back to 0 minutes?
No, 1 minute durations. You have to be in there
Okay.
for a minute. And if it's with Solus, we'll have one person stay in staff until one teammate runs out of lives. It's a burden on us, but... So say Yori wants to sit out first. If I were to use all 5 of my lives, we would trade out places. He would go in for me. That way we can have someone watching at all points.
So if I know once again this season isn't a thing anymore, but like if our Coliseum was the capital, can't I just like literally hide in like one of the random ass corridors for a minute?
Again, everyone will have glowing.
Oh right, forgot about that. And there's gonna be a command to continuously give people glowing.
There's gonna be a
I'll
command block
just-
on top of the nation.
Right.
I'll just put a repeating command block in there. I'll sit out for the first
Oh.
couple not couple wars, but I'll sit out for the first like maybe depending on how the advertising goes. I'll probably sit out for the first war just to make sure that everything goes well. Because if we have another incident like
By
we
the way,
did,
I'm sure you can just give somewhat trusted people, not trusted enough to give admin, just slap them in spectator mode,
yeah,
and then like
that's
have
what I
them
did for-
record.
That's what I did for what's his fucking name? L8, because he kept running around with his armor after he's dead. And I forgot to do it to Corbin because he was just sitting there flying with his
Also,
armor.
like frickin' Ryu's doing that in the war.
Yeah.
Ryu isn't fucking cheating. If you think that, you're retarded. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah,
They're
no,
not
I'm
cheating, they're
past that. I
garbage
don't, I
at
don't
the
really
game.
care anymore.
We're trying to build on this ice lake over here to our left, I think.
Give me
it
that
is.
great. Hey,
I
give me
used
that axe, bad
to
boy.
every time we had like a similar meeting to this, I
me
used to
that
have a lot of
pickaxe,
things on my
also.
mind that I like wanted to change, but I don't anymore. It all seems like pretty damn near perfect. Like if once again, if what you're saying is all true, I'm sure there's going to be some setbacks. I'm sure there's going to be some things that don't work, but
Oh, 100%. Fucking launch day on the first one was...
Yeah, we
That-
had
that was-
everything
that
working
was
100%
fucking-
as we wanted, and then I went to go screen share the server. Literally after me and Yorio tested some swords, I went to go use the Warden's Oath, and it just infinitely launched. But
It
I
was
was shitting
so-
my pants.
That was a oh fuck moment.
We don't even
Also,
know what happened still. Cisco never
Dom-
told me what the bug was fixed.
Dom discovered 2 ways of how to just something about the legendary swords. If you rename them just to anything, they no longer become a celestial sword, and you can just have them in your inventory, just like infinite.
Yeah.
No, we take them from you. We'll take them from you. I go through people's chests to take those. I took a few last season.
Okay, and then
Those are
another
sharp
thing, right?
Oh.
Another thing, you can put them inside of chests with a hopper, but then they remain celestial swords like that. So, that
You
doesn't
can't
seem
put them in
like
chest at all anymore. Apparently, that's what Cisco told me. But
With
then
a
again,
hopper?
yeah, that is not my plugin. I cannot demand shit from Cisco. It's as he wishes to do.
Mhm.
That's his plugin 100%. He owns it through and through. I can only make suggestions. Yes, I do pay him to do dev work on our server, but that's not his plugin that I'm asking him to change.
Alright.
If there's a
son of
fix that I
bitch.
feel, I suggest it. Or if there's a bug I notice, I tell him. But that's about as much as I can do about the sea swords.
okay. So,
What about like?
do you have a list of stuff on your phone or on your laptop or just
Let's go
whatever
Y8.
that's stuff you still need to work on or like just think of, kind of like just anything?
Really, all that we need is the swords bound. That's really that all. I
I'm
can
not
think of.
really talking about stuff that you literally have to do, but stuff that you have to work out, like think about.
Well,
Uh,
there's probably
Like
not
how
really
nations get
much.
destroyed. Like if you can get
Like,
rid of it.
obviously that, but really that's the only thing. The rest is pretty confident about. Create a
Okay,
nation
what
with have
about
5 members. Yada yada
so
yada.
then my next question is like how much land do you start with, and then how much does it cost to buy new land, and also does the price fluctuate or is it static?
It's 100% has stayed price. I think it's you start with 2 chunks by 2 chunks, so 4 chunks overall. So that's a 32 by 32. And I believe to buy 1 chunk of land, it's 1 totem, half a stack of diamonds, and a stack of gold.
God damn. All right.
I know, expensive, but
That's what I want though. That's pretty perfect.
The thing is I don't know when this season is going to end. I don't know how long I want to keep the server running. I don't know if I want to keep it going for 6 months to see what would actually happen in like a quote-unquote nation war kind of thing. What nations would fluctuate, who would be the strongest overall, like what kind of power disperse would there be. That's kind of what I want to see from the server. It's just my own curiosity about how a war would play out in a long-term
Well,
scenario, you know?
I guess, yeah, I mean, that sounds like really cool. In fact, the main, if actually no, like the second reason I griefed your base, I was quitting. Like, grief it or not, I was quitting like more or less that day because I was under the impression the server was going to continue for a month, slowly die down. I thought I had already lived its peak. And I did. I mean, I wasn't lying. I did live its peak. But that's only because it just ended. So, if I knew it was ending
Behind you.
already, I would not, in no way, have like done that.
We told everyone it was soon. We just didn't tell them how soon.
Right. You said a month, which
That's the thing. If we give ourselves the time frame of till Sunday and we have a bug that we seriously can't figure out, we don't want to.
no, that's fine. That's understandable.
Delaying. If we give ourselves a long time frame, get everything fixed soon, and bring the server back up quicker, it's just more hype for everyone because it's coming back sooner. It builds more hype and it builds more interest around the server if we have things done in quick, but we don't surpass the time frames that we're giving you guys. That's the thing. Because if we surpass, like, if say we give a 2-week time frame, and this bug's taking forever to recode, and Cisco's busy with exams and can't get to it to help us since he literally, you know, is in uni for developing.
He develops Minecraft plugins in Unity?
No,
Uni.
Uni,
It's college.
University. He's in university
It's college
for
for
development.
us.
Oh, okay.
College for us.
Do you know
I'm
what
just
he
kidding.
uses for plugins? I want to know if we use the same thing.
No idea. But yeah, but if we surpass it, it looks bad on us because we're not sticking to the time frame that we gave you guys. I just got a Tommy, by the way, Dom.
Alright.
Are you playing Fortnite?
Rust.
No rust.
Oh.
That sounded like a very disappointed O.
No,
You know what, fuck you, you're staying banned, buddy. No, I'm kidding.
I'm disappointed that you're playing Rust.
I'm AFKing Fortnite right now. Save the world though.
You.
Yeah,
I
know.
used to play Save the World, and then because I would scam a bunch of children, like literally scam a bunch of children. I'm being so dead ass when I say that. It was the greatest time of my life, and then I stopped playing it because I don't know.
I
why,
did that
just
shit
because.
too, but I sold the shit I scammed to scalpers.
Well, I just gave it all to my fucking cousin when I stopped playing. I stopped playing because the OG Verdansk came out. That's why.
Mhm.
That's
Also,
when I stopped playing.
When do you when do you think I can get that world download? Because I still want to do that documentary.
Oh shit, Kaz, do you have the world download for?
Not yet. I mean,
Server?
the world hasn't changed yet.
Okay.
Me and Kaz got a documentary to make on
Yeah.
how busted Solus was.
Henry, do you have,
Is
do you
that
have
what
it
his
written?
documentary
No,
is?
but I'm
I
gonna
don't know what
start
it
doing
is.
that
Can I
tonight.
write it?
Yeah.
But the people that do
Oh,
have the
shit.
Soul Reaver next time are only allowed 2 Soul Reavers in their nation at once.
All right. Oh yeah. What swords is fuck? What is the name? Sunstroker's gonna have.
I don't know yet. I kind of want to just give him the shadow bane and say fuck you guys, but that would just be mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
Or would it?
Wait, are you keeping Vyrexia and everything, or is like just
Yeah,
all the names getting wiped?
No, you can change the name if you want, but if you stay an OG nation, you get to pick one of the two swords that, or one of the three swords that your nation used. Since you're retaining.
If I'm unbanned from the server, am I going to be banned from being a king, or am I still going to be allowed to be a king?
It'll be a temporary ban because you've lost your right to be a royal technically, quote unquote.
Yeah.
It'll be a temporary ban of like a week that you can't be king. But if Mimka wants to say apply for king, gets it, and then steps down when you're unbanned, that's a workaround technically that you didn't hear from me.
I'm not doing either of those things.
Mimka's gonna become a tyrannical
No,
ruler.
I'm not gonna
Call
become
it
a
right
king.
now.
And even
You're
if I
gonna be
did
the
become a
King
king, I
Jong-un
wouldn't
of
give it up for
Minecraft.
Valid.
She probably will.
I would
What if
not.
Valid wants to like overthrow his king and like kills him?
Dude,
Versus him. Does he become the king?
a fucking revolution on this server would be so cool.
There literally should be ways to over, because with 12 nations, there needs to be like things that can happen, you know, like to themselves.
Oh, we
and to
never said
others.
that you guys couldn't revolt. When did we ever say that?
I mean,
No
it's
one's
just,
ever
I thought
said
it was
what
just
the
like
idea yet.
with the rules
I'm
of the
just
nations,
giving
it just wouldn't
Valid
work.
the idea. Hold on.
No,
I'm
if
on
you
ban.
made a ticket and asked how to revolt, I would tell you exactly how.
Okay,
Settings. Where's bans at? There it is. How do I unban?
this mic out of my face.
So there's like a secret menu of rules.
Well, just if like you want to revolt or something, I can kind of work it in. It's not something I really thought of, but if like say you're talking to the king on his throne and then out of nowhere you just say I'm revolting and then a bunch of people jump him, that'd be pretty cool. Just let me know so I can get in spec and record it.
Yeah. Also, I have a bunch of like replay mod recordings of all the events of the war, of the end fight.
Send
Valid's already made a.
Send me those.
Valid's
Oh,
made a
I'm-
video about it already.
I'm making a montage about the war.
Oh, nice. But,
And I'm doing it to Gangster's Paradise. Don't worry, it's gonna be fucking heat.
But Valid.
Mhm.
Send me those replay things, and please write the documentary. I do not want to write that. I've been writing Dog Arc for like.
I do. What like style do you want it? Do you want to be like?
Yeah, GPT.
No, I mean, like, do you want it to be like? Years ago, there was a
Just
like
a
what?
documentary, like a fantasy type thing.
During our time on the swords, the nation.
Can you send me like a video? Do you have any inspiration for me?
No, yeah, I do. But
And by the way, if you guys are staying on Vyrexia, let me know which one of the three swords you guys want to keep.
I'm not. I really was hoping I was going to be able to
someone
make a
shot at us.
nation, but it's fine.
I don't think somebody shot at us. I hear shots. But
No, one hit the wood right by you. Anyways.
I don't know or give a fuck.
If I can't make a nation, I'm probably going to be nationless and just kind of.
Bro,
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Sunstrokers, bro. We're gonna be peak.
I'll only join Sunstrokers if it's with an O, not a U.
Bro.
I
It should
told
be,
them to use an O, but like they said no.
What I
No,
was
that would
originally
be
gonna do
creepy.
for the documentary is I was gonna do like a History Channel type thing and have like interview people. So I was
Oh,
gonna
Oh fuck, I'll
like-
interview.
All right. I was gonna do probably you guys, Tom, Valid, and like Danny or something. Just like the funniest people I
Valid's-
could possibly interview.
Valid's interview is just gonna cut short because he got fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
remember what? And it's just gonna cut.
No, it's just Henry going to be very politely sitting like, so Valid, how was your experience? I hate everyone, and I freaking wish everyone killed themselves.
If you get interviewed, you have to act extremely pissed. They have a fucking minicopter.
No. I'm gonna in Valid's interview, he's gonna say, and then I bombed Sola, and then
it's-
it's just gonna cut out.
And then I bomb so.
What were you doing, by
Anyways.
the way? What were you doing when I banned you? I was kind of wondering. It's like I got on, I used the core protect, saw that you placed it, instantly banned you. I was like, what the fuck were you doing when that happened?
What do you wait? When I got banned or when I blew it up?
What were you doing when you got banned? Like when I banned you?
No, I was just with Henry. That was like 20 minutes after I did it. I was like already like ready to leave, but I was just like running around while talking to Henry, And then I was like, you know, I'm kind of bored. So when you got online, I blew up my own house and was like, hey, Yoru, someone blew up my house. Like, in no way did I actually.
Again, I don't know who, but somebody placed TNT and blew us. I'm being so dead. Somebody placed TNT on our base and blew it up again.
Henry, you know what I should have
only
done?
felt this TNT
What?
explosion most of the time.
I just realized if I wanted to keep playing the server, which I didn't, but like if I did, I could have just placed dispensers and then blew everything up like that. Would have taken a hell lot longer, but I don't think Core Protect
You
would
would
have
have
knew.
had to break the dispensers because it says who places the blocks.
Well, no. What if the TNT destroys the dispensers? So, like, I place a
It'll
dispenser,
say it
replace
came
it.
out of a dispenser, and then we can track.
Does it
where the
really?
dispenser was,
Does
yeah.
it actually?
What the fuck are they doing over here?
I don't think you would be able to track that.
Oh no, you
That's how
100%
that's how I
can.
knew you placed the TNT because you forgot to blow one up and it said placed 25 minutes ago. By Valid, by Salad.
Yep, Salad himself. But if I'm not going to be able to,
Crossplay is working now, so Bedrock people can play.
wait, what? You said it was a week before any war, and then after that week's over, that's when I'd be able to make my own nation.
Yep. Damn,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, we were also known as the fucking nation thieves. We stole everyone's members. We stole like 4 people from other nations.
We kind of
because you have all the admins.
I kind of just assumed that you were very unhappy when Haichu left. Well, that's what the main thing. I was like, dude, he's probably pissed that Haichu was gone. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, no, Henry, I don't care what's happening. We're not freaking re-adding Haichu to anything else ever again. Holy crap. He does that in every server. Haichu, like, acts like... this is what he says. This is, like, the timeline of every time we add Haichu. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna walk in. We're gonna do so good. And then the next day, he tries to overthrow us. And then he's quiet for a long time. And then out of nowhere, he just freaking, like, betrays us and he kills everyone. And then that's when the server dies. Can you think of any server who doesn't freaking do that?
Pick that up.
I mean,
No,
Instacraft,
Oders. I don't.
but that's it.
Tier 2.
Justice for
Only because you literally can't.
Yeah. Justice for P-Dog.
Justice for me, dog.
I said P-Dog.
No,
Alright,
justice
well,
for me,
if
dog.
If this is the gist of the meeting, I think we're okay to ban you, Valid. You pull shit like that again, you won't be unbanned though, ever.
If I pull something again, I won't
Like if
be
you
unbanned.
grief, I'll ban you.
Okay.
And you won't be unbanned. Not that I don't even think it's physically possible anymore, but say you have the grave idea to set up a TNT fucking cannon and shoot from across the map. Banned.
I'm assuming I'm
You know
gonna
what?
get
I'm gonna set
far
up an
less
AC
warnings.
130.
Well, yeah.
No, we'll give you the same amount of warnings.
Okay.
It's just
Ow.
I don't like repeating myself, to be honest. And I know it's a stuck up thing to say, but I really don't.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, unbanned hereby official?
I
You're
hereby
I
officially
invited you to the
unbanned
server
Valid.
already.
Woohoo!
I have to.
Alright, now we're gonna go back to our rest call. Later, Pookies.
Okay.
See you guys.
I love you.
I can't feel the same.
Oh.
I don't know where the server call it. Oh,
Oh,
there it
now
is.
it's calling me. Alright, bye. And you said they wouldn't unban you.
Did you see that lightning on my camera?
I'm not looking at your camera.
Grr. Grr.